Greater Manchester forced into the top level of lockdown after 10 days of negotiations collapse. The northern city of 208 million people has the UK's highest infection rate, but its mayor, Andy Burnham, had refused to impose further restrictions unless the government offered extra funds. The local leader from the opposition Labour Party said he initially sought £90 million that had been costed by a former Treasury official. The government eventually offered £60 million, but then when he asked for £5 million more, Number 10 walked away from the talks and unilaterally imposed the restrictions.
Your councils are not getting the help that they need from the government to fight this pandemic. I said to the government, if you treat us fairly, we will be able to say to people that we've got a fair deal, and therefore we're going to ask the public to go with this Tier 3 and everything that it involves.
The Tier 3 restrictions mean pubs and bars that don't serve meals will have to close, along with betting shops, casinos, bingo halls, adult gaming centres and soft play areas. People are barred from mixing with members of other households, and the so-called rule of 6 applies in open public spaces like parks. And people are advised not to travel in or out of the area. Ultimately, the talks stalled, according to ministers, because they didn't want to set a new precedent in handing over more money to one region over another.
For the sake of fairness, the deal has to be in line with the agreements we've reached with Lancashire and Merseyside, for instance, where we have made progress.
The government has now offered what it called a proportionate support package of £22 million to Greater Manchester, a figure that sparked anger in the city, the mayor saying the people now face a winter of hardship.